All right, guys, in this last video, we're going to be talking about setting up long-term relationships with our influencer. So, after a successful round of posts, right? One post, several posts, hopefully several posts. Once you get to that point of like saturation of that product to that influencer's market, you can start talking about doing long-term relationships with that influencer, right? Because the influencer, if they're doing this for a business, more than likely is going to grow by tens of thousands or hundreds of thousands of people over the next period of time, a year, a couple of years, whatever. And the most important thing to realize, guys, is that those posts are going to stay there in that feed forever, right? And so the big mistake that I see a lot of people who are like me do is they do a series of posts, whether they work or they don't work. They just move on to the next influencer at that point of saturation. And that's a big mistake, in my opinion. We need to take advantage of this influencer's popularity and successful conversion rate with us, right? Because again, they're gonna come back some period of time later. They're gonna grow. More people are gonna see it. They're gonna keep posting. So how do we take advantage of this? Well, we're going to use a Shopify app called Refersion, right? You can download it in the App Store, and you can create links for these specific affiliates or influencers in this case to use. You can set up a percentage of that sale on top of their post fee if they keep that link visible in their bio. And you want to think of this as like a sponsor level type of marketing. So how does this work? How do we set this up? Well, what we like to do, say we have an influencer and we sold a piece of jewelry with them. So they made a series of posts about some necklace that we have, and it was really successful that we sold a bunch of necklaces. We got to that point of saturation. I made money. The influencer made money. How do we do this long term? Well, what I would do is try to get a sponsorship, quote unquote, in their bio that says jewelry, whatever influencer, jewelry sponsored by mystore.com. And that link right there is going to point them to our site or, our catalog, whatever it is. And the cool thing is you can offer a percentage, say 10, 15%. This applies to the entire store, right? So if you're building out a store of like items that are, you got jewelry, you got complimentary jewelry, you got, clothing that goes with it, you got bags, all this stuff. That profile of that the person who follows that influencer obviously liked your product quite a bit. They might like the other products. And that influencer is going to keep posting. And just the nature of things, that influencer is going to get people to check out their bio and click on links on their bio. And so it's a revenue stream for them, kind of passively, right? They're not aggressively promoting your product. They're not doing a specific photo shoot. It might just be a selfie with them out with their friends. Still is going to get the same effect, right? The post is going to drive people to their bio to learn more about them, and they're going to click links. Obviously, the person and avatar fits, so you're going to get residual sales. So the influencer doesn't have to rely on posting to get sales. You're going to get sales from them posting other people's stuff. You're going to get sales from people that just checking out their profile in general. The random post that your influencer does, it's going to drive a lot more traffic to your site. Now you get 50 sponsorships up over time. You're talking about a lot of exposure that your site is going to get for 10, 15% revenue share. Now guys, that might sound a lot. I would hope that you are pricing your product so you can easily afford that. But I got to tell you, that's less than a lot of people pay in Facebook advertising. Quite a bit less, obviously. So this is going to work out very well for you if you stick with it and you can convince those people to do it. And I think they will. We've had success with it. I think you will as well, just because it's beneficial for them in the long term. So that is it, guys. This is it for this portion of the course. I think you're going to have a lot of success with this. It's a hand-by-hand scenario, but at the end of the day, this is a viable, easy to use, and easy to implement strategy to bring some traffic at a low cost to your site. You just got to go out there and start messaging people. So take care, and I will talk to you soon.